What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we are going to be talking about the top 5 most overpowered players that you can buy in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. So in this video, we're only going to be looking at players that can be picked up on the auction house. So we're not going to be looking at guys that you guys can get from rewards. And honestly, I'm not sure if any of those players even would be used. Other players, lock-in rewards are acceptable as well. And as well as that, we are going to be looking at an honorable mention for each position. So basically, it's going to be the best and second best. So you can argue this is top 10, but we're going to do top 5 since we've been making this exact video every single month since October 2018. We have more than 3 years making this video every single month, and we're not stopping now or changing the format. Before we get on to it, if you guys are new to the channel, subscriber channel, 278,000 subscribers by the end of the month. Huge thank you guys for all the support recently. It has been crazy. So guys, see there, that we're actually pretty much on track to doing it. Like almost 100 subs a day. We need just under 100. Like we are actually on track. So huge thank you guys for all the support recently on the channel. So, first of all, point guard position. So there's a lot of good point guards in my team. Steph's really good, and point guard and center are the two positions I always say that are going to have the most variance, because almost everybody runs with a different player, a different style at the point guard position. For some people, Magic Johnson's going to be the best point guard. For some people, this guy's going to be best. For some people, it's going to be Stephen Curry. For others, you're going to see John Wall be the best point guard. For some, it's going to be Penny Hardaway. For me, I think the no-brainer is Penny. I think for me, most people, even people that don't think Penny's number 1, have Penny at number 2 in their point guards. I think Penny Hardaway, the way he moves around the floor, I think he was better when he first came out because the side-to-side patch wasn't a thing. But he's got 89 speed, 89 acceleration, 83 3-ball. His release isn't great. It's really not great. But he comes with quick dribble style. You have the Penny size, the Penny combo. He's also got the Kawhi behind the back, which is good. He's got good speed. His defense is pretty nice despite his lack of badges and lack of clamps. You don't put him guarding ball, but he's a pretty good defender. Penny, in my opinion, was probably the best point guard in the game last season. But like, I bought my Penny Hardaway for 40k at the end of last season. The fact that he's now pretty much twice that. Maybe he's gone down a little bit in price, but still, Penny is that dude. Penny really is that dude. And the second point guard, honestly, it's preference. I'm going to be completely honest here. It is preference. Some people might say De'Aaron's number 2. Others might put Steph number 2. Others might put Wall. Some will put Magic. Honestly, for me, if you're asking me who I would run at point guard, first choice would be Penny. Second choice would be, obviously it would be Peyton, but he's not a, give me Wall. Give me John Wall. We're talking primary PGs, Wall over Curry. We're going to go John Wall, 96 speed, 90 3-pointer. He's got a really good defensive tendency. He's a really good defender. He's a good shooter. I don't like Wall that much. I will say, like, I've been using him as my starting point guard. He's been alright. Like, I think Wall versus Marcus Smart versus Peyton. Really, like, I'm tempted just to get rid of him and put Peyton back in because I was playing, or say not Peyton, put Marcus Smart back in. Because I was playing better with Marcus Smart in my team than I am with Wall in my team, but I know Wall himself's doing okay. So Wall's going as a second point guard. Not a bad player, but not an absolutely brilliant player. And now we're looking at the shooting guard position. The worst thing is that I'm not going to only put primaries. Because there are a couple of guys here that are in the debate. Luka is in the debate. Clay, to this day, is still in the debate. Kobe Bryant, Luka Doncic. But then if you include secondary positions, there's Kawhi Leonard as well. And Terry Disher. So if we're looking at small forward, 2 guards, I think Kobe's number 1. I actually think Luka's a very effective player, but I think Kobe's better. And people are like, oh, Luka's terrible. And like, Luka's like basically uncontestable. He is the hardest player to contest in the game. He will just shoot the ball in people's face. Luka's release is ridiculous. It is so difficult to contest. So Luka is an honorable mention, but I'm gonna go Kobe. I don't know what to go with here. I'm gonna go small forwards first. I'm gonna put Kawhi. It all really depends on the power forwards. Who can play power forward secondary? Larry. No, I know I'm going to use my power forwards. I know what I'm going to do. So Kawhi is going to be the first choice 2 guard. It's going to be Kawhi Leonard as the first choice 2 guard in my opinion. I think Kawhi is the best. I think he's a spectacular player. And then first choice small forward. Okay, sorry, I've just realized I haven't even gone over stats of these guys. So Kobe Bryant, again, elite speed, elite defense, elite shooting, elite dunking, pretty much gold on every single badge. Like, he's got everything you need. He's really got everything you need in my team. So yeah, a really good player. I think Kawhi's not the offensive player, but he does shoot the ball better from deep. He's at a better catch and shoot release than Kobe. He doesn't move quite as well, but he moves pretty well, fundamental. I say with Kawhi Leonard, which is fundamental. He's got Kawhi behind the back. Ray Allen release, good dunker. He's by far the best defender. So, yeah, Kawhi's going here. Then at the small forward position, back it up, Terry. And number 1, Terry Dishinger. He's my starting 2 guard. Terry plays the 2 for me. I play. If you want to go like this, then Kawhi at the 3, Terry at the 2. Doesn't matter. Terry and Kawhi are, in my opinion, the best 2 wings in the game. Back it freaking up, Terry. Give the guy chef. He shoots from everywhere. He's got a high enough 3-point rating that if you give him like Steph Curry, he's still going to shoot from deep because rating means more than anything this year. 93 speed, 93 acceleration, 92 lateral quickness, 85 steal, 80 block. Like, dude, outside of passing IQ and passing vision stats, which don't matter, he's above 85 in every stat other than block and rebounding. He's even got good interior for a guy his size. Ridiculous wingspan, Rudy Gay release on quick dribble style, Scotty behind the back, ridiculous layup package, ridiculous dunk package. He's got half sniper, half corner special, half catch and shoot. Yeah, he doesn't have a limitless or can't get green machine. Does not mean he's not probably the best card in the game. Like, he plays defense almost as good as Kawhi Leonard. On ball steal tendency, he's good. Got the same build as Kawhi, and he's just better on offense in my opinion. And then we got LeBron James, the backup. Not LeBron. LeBron James. Again, one of the greatest, if not the greatest player to ever play basketball. It's a pity that this Lakers team is so dysfunctional. It's coming towards the end of his career because, my God, LeBron James is still balling. 95 speed, 95 acceleration. You can give him range extender. He's got chef. He's got a really nice release off the catch. Unbelievable defense. Unbelievable dribbling. The only problem is that LeBron James' dribble style is slow. He's not going to be able to use... Like, people used to always use LeBron as a primary ball handler in 2K. You can't use this LeBron as a primary ball handler. You got to use him as a corner sitter or just wing defender. At either of those things, he is exceptional. And honestly, if you want to move LeBron to the 4 and move one of these guys to the 3, I'm okay with that as well. But in my opinion, the best power forward in the game is Rudy Gay. It is Rudy Gay. I think on next gen, I prefer him to Giannis, and on current gen, him and Terry are the 2 best players in the game I've used in current gen. So Rudy Gay has got his own release on normal timing, so it's not quite as good as Terry Dishinger, but he's got quick dribble style, Scotty behind the back. He's basically Terry Dishinger, except he's bigger. He's got a bigger player build, he's bigger, and he plays power forward. And Terry also has got the release on quick, which is slightly better. But he can get basically all the same badges as Terry. He comes with a lot of great defensive ones. Stats-wise, a little bit lower interior, but he's really great. He does need rebound chaser, but still, he's basically like a power forward Terry Dishinger. And if I think Terry Dishinger is the number 1 player in the game, I mean, you better believe Rudy Gay is. He's somewhere quite high in my rankings. And then number 2 in the power forward position, I'm going to give it to Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm going to go with Giannis Antetokounmpo for the number 2 best power forward in my team. Because he still is the best off-ball defender in the game. Which is an important thing in this game. It really is. He's got really good speed. His defense is spectacular. 69 3-ball. If he wasn't going in the power forward, he'd be going in the center. And I think it's a tough one if we're looking for the most overpowered team. I think you could argue him at center. But for me, he goes in as an honorable mention to Rudy Gay for the power forward position. I do like Giannis, but I don't love Giannis. And also, some people are chicken with him, others aren't. His release is pretty good though. So like, if you can shoot the ball well with Giannis, he's going to be a very, very good player. Giannis is, to a lot of people, the best power forward in the game. To me, he's not. And I also know that I think it's split down the middle. You either prefer Giannis or you prefer a better shooter. You either love Giannis or you just quite dislike Giannis. And I'm probably more so in that I dislike using him. Even though I can shoot the ball relatively well, I just don't know what it is with Giannis. I find his release hard. But again, there's a guy with a lower 3-point rating that's going to be in the centers. But it's just, for me, Giannis is just that tiny bit inconsistent from 3 to put him at number 1 over Rudy Gay, who's exceptional. Centers. The best is still D-Rob. Like, David Robinson is still the best center in this game. And he has been out so long. He's been out so long. 84 speed, 84 acceleration, 82 3-ball. His 3-ball feels better because his release is so cash. And he can get all the shooting badges. He can get some playmaking badges. He comes with all the defensive badges you need. 61 steals is a bit of a problem, but again, golden interceptor kind of makes up for that. 85 driving dunk, 90 post hook, 90 post fadeaway. D-Rob is a player that I knew he was going to be good. I didn't think he was going to be this good. I didn't think he was going to be this good for this long. David Robinson came out on the 5th of November. I know that because it was the day before I went to Barcelona. D-Rob came out over 2 months ago. He came out over 2 months ago and he is still... And I don't even think it's a debate. I think he's still the best center in the game. And it's not even a debate. It's not even a debate. Like, some people will have more success with Kevin Garnett than D-Rob. But I still think it's hard to argue Kevin Garnett is better. He's just maybe has certain play styles and more success. You could argue Giannis at center for some people is going to be better than D-Rob. And I agree, if you want to run Giannis center, do it. But I think D-Rob is just overall the best. He's the most versatile because he does everything on the floor at least a above average rate. He's brilliant. And the fact that like 2 of these guys in our top 5 players, 2 of these guys came out in the first 4 weeks of season. In the first 4 weeks of season 2. And like John Wall was season 2 as well. Like, we've got 3 players here from season 2. And last player, this is a close one. This is a really close one. I'm going to go for this guy purely because it was between him and Hakeem Olajuwon. And Hakeem is a lock-in. So I'm just going to go Bob McAdoo. Bob McAdoo. He hits... I green 3 for 3 from him in the corner when I've used him in like 2 or 3 games and I'm 3 for 3 on corner greens. Even with a 63 3-ball. He's got one of the easiest release to time in the game in base 3. Fundamental dribble style with 86 ball handle, 88 lateral, 84 steal, 94 block. Unbelievable rebounding, hot rebound chaser, pogo stick, worm. He's got all the key defense badges for the interior. Comes with quick first step, comes with bullet passer, comes with bailout. Shooting badges. You're going to want to give him corner specialist. And then maybe sniper. And he got 3 more badges to give him. I'd probably give him hustler, menace. I don't know what the other one to give him. Maybe another shooting badge. But he's an absolutely insane post player. His mid-range shot is good. He's the fastest center in the game by a mile. He's like this year's equivalent of Wayne Embry, but I think he shoots the ball slightly worse, but he's faster and dribbles the ball better. I'm telling you, that's Bob McAdoo is really that guy. He is really that guy on my team, and he's coming in as the number 2 center. You could definitely, like, it is a preference situation. Like, you could argue Hakeem Olajuwon, or you could argue someone like Klay Thompson should be in for Kawhi Leonard, push LeBron to the 4 and Giannis to the 5. And I don't disagree with that either. But in my opinion, I think these 5 are the 5 the most overpowered at each position. Penny, Kawhi, Terry. Probably easier to run like this. He's mostly overrun Terry at the 2. I think this is probably the most overpowered at each position. And then off the bench, we have an honorable mention for each of them as well. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it, lads. That is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.